So, remember in the last video when I said I was going to see you for Valentine's Day content? Change of plans. I wouldn't say I lied because I truly believed what I said when I said it. But yeah, I lied. I said a week before. It's like the 5th, the 6th, February the 6th, and I still have a week before I actually have to do any of the Valentine's Day stuff that I want to do. I have 3 recipes that I want to do for Valentine's Day, but I think I can squeeze them all in all week, so I can start next Monday. And we are currently in the night between Tuesday and Wednesday, so technically we're Wednesday. And it is 5 a.m. and don't ask. And I have someone coming in less than 3 hours to buy a table for me, and I just really want something to eat, something sweet. So I'm ready to like bake cookies or stuff or things like that, something simple. I just want something to eat, you know. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I've been wanting it for like 2 days. I was like, no, just wait a few more days. There will be Valentine's Day bakes very soon. Just take the opportunity to rest. But no, I just want something to eat. Hopefully something from Baking Yesteryear, because I just don't want to pick up the other books. The other books are too complicated. Just something simple to munch on would be nice. I like very much this thing. Yeah, I really hope it be finished before the guy comes for the table. We'll see. Jell-o poke cake. I do not have Jell-o. So yeah, it will be different if I need to, you know, go to the store, because I have some former Jell-o actually, but yeah, I'm not really willing to do that. I'm not inspired. I do actually have Jell-o, but I don't want to do it. Also, yeah, it will be limited in whether or not I have to go to the store, because currently I am awake during the night, and during the night the stores are closed. So it will have to do with the ingredients I have here. The Robert Redford. I want cookies. Did you not hear me? There are like 1,000 recipes of cookies in this, and I keep picking cakes. Hot cross buns, you do not belong here. You belong in Easter. It's easy, it's not Easter. This is not a great start, huh? Okay, you're the good one, I can feel it. Sour cream cookies. I don't have sour cream. I have cream. Maybe that'll do. Only one way to find out. Yeah, I'm already picky enough as it is usually, but right now, just want something simple I can do. No, I don't think that work. I can use cream, but first it's not sour because we don't have sour cream in France. We have fresh cream, which is different. Sorry, I thought I heard my cat clawing at my door to be let in, and it's raining outside, so I'm being careful. So no further sour cream. I cannot run to the store, sadly, because it was closed. Cowboy cookies. That sounds good. Let's give it a shot. Like, if I wasn't doing this challenge, I would just pick one of my stable recipes. I will do cookies, I will do brownies, I will just do something to munch on. Okay, bad start. It requires unsweetened coconut and pecan halves that I no longer have. I have the oats, I have everything else, but I just don't have the addings actually. I wouldn't have those shredded coconut because I hate that. that you cannot eat the pecans. So no, you go back in. Sucks. That's going to be very limited. The Rebel Redford, I already picked you. Okay, I'm going to watch what it is because it's like a sign or something. Honey, you know it's raining outside. Why do you want to go out? The Rebel, oh, it looks cute. It looks good. It looks good. It's like a pie. Ice boiled cake. It looks good. Heavy cream. I have cream. I have powdered sugar. Do not have cream cheese. I do not have chocolate pudding mix or vanilla pudding mix. Dommage. It did look good. So it sucks because man, it looked good. Grasshopper pie. I think it's the green one. Yeah, not happening. Oh. This is driving me nuts. Kittens can only... No, this is deceptive dessert. I'm done doing deceptive dessert today. Okay, I have hope for this one. Jell-o book cake again? Okay, I'll give it a shot. I don't want to, but right. Sure, I guess. Jell-o book cake today. It is. I do not want to do the dishes, so I'm going to have to adapt. Alright. Alright, you want Jell-o book cake. Should a lofty, sophisticated and classically trained French pastry chef come across this recipe, they'd likely fall to the wall weeping and decry the downfall of humanity. Probably not. I mean, come on. French people are more open-minded than you think. The French trained pastry chef would totally be like, oh, that sounds cool and easy. Yeah, cool, go for it. Okay, I'm gonna take that tea, I'm gonna open the door to my cat, and I'm coming back with a positive attitude and a Jell-o book cake. Alrighty, the cake is baked. I'm pretty sure it is overbaked at that point. That's okay. It's cooling off nicely. It's not yet at room temperature, but it's okay. So I'm supposed to make the Jell-o, let it cool to room temperature too, and when it is, combine the two mostly. And the problem is that American Jell-o is not the same as Arab Jell-o, to be fair. So I'm pretty sure that when he talks about the amount of water to mix, it's correct compared to its package, but it is not to me. First, he has 85 grams of Jell-o. I have 100 grams, and it says to use 250 and 235 milliliter of water, but the one I have tells me to use 200 milliliter of water, add the thing, and then 200 more milliliters of water. So it's not going to be the same volume at the end, but I would rather use the instruction that go with the one that I actually have. It feels more natural. If it diluted it or concentrated it compared to the initial instruction, I cannot tell for that. I cannot aim for that because I don't know. So I'm going to follow that, and I'm not going to pour everything on the cake. Instead, I'm going to pour into little ramekins, and I'm going to add some Jell-o to it, which is great because I don't hate Jell-o. No, I hate it. But no waste. Maybe one of my neighbors will like it. You never know. So yeah, I've got the first 200 milliliters of water, and I'm going to boil them, and then I'm going to add the bag, and then 200 more of water. It's pretty easy. I'm not too worried about it, but yeah. I'm pretty sure that cake is overbaked. I'm really not good at just plain normal cakes. Never been. I don't know what's wrong with me. It just never works. Once it's cool enough, I'm going to poke holes in it. Yay! Oh man, that smells strong. It is cherry pudding and cherry Jell-o. I'm so glad. I don't like cherry all that much either. And already for my Valentine's Day thing, I needed maraschino cherries and couldn't find them. So I'm not doing cherries anymore. I'm doing something else. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to chill it overnight because after that I'm going to bed and I'm doing the whipped cream in the morning. Well, in the afternoon, in the morning. And maybe I will get the ingredients for the rubber Redford because man, it looks good. It looks good. I really want to eat it. So yeah, I kind of want to do it now. But I need cream cheese. I need pudding mixes, which we don't have here. Not really. So either I actually buy pre-made pudding, which is probably what I'm going to do, or I try to do the pudding from scratch, trying to find the mix between vanilla and chocolate because it tells me to use 1 pack of chocolate, 1 pack of vanilla, and I don't want to do that. So either I use pre-made pudding, which is probably gonna happen, or I do it all from scratch. I don't think I will because there are like 4 different layers. I want to do that. I also need cream cheese and pecans that I don't have, so that's gonna be interesting. Also, I really need to get more flour because I've used old chickpea flours for it and not great. Taste-wise, it's not great. It's going to be fine this time because it's going to be covered in the taste of the Jell-o, but it's still not amazing, you know? And it would probably have been better if I didn't overbake it, but that's life. At least it's baked enough, you know? not looking forward to eating that Jell-o. I really hope my neighbor is gonna like it because I don't want to eat it. I think in the cake it's gonna be fine, but on its own, texture-wise, I don't think I'm gonna like it. Sorry, I'm still not doing the squid gelatin from the substitute dessert. Hell no. Okay, it's all dissolved. Let's add the cold water. It will cool down the mix a little, which is good. I think you can tell every time I don't like something because I immediately fuck it up. I think it's the reason why I mess up vanilla cakes so often. I just don't like them. Because with everything with mint and all, and you know, Jell-o, I'm messing it up. It looks not dissolved and quite terrible. That's because I hate it. I don't like Jell-o. But like the texture, it's animal gelatin. It's no, it's I hate it. And it's not dissolved. I'm going to eat it back up because this needs to be dissolved. Screw the instructions. By the way, the meeting with the guy that I sold the table to went well, which is a nice change. Because so far they did not go well. And that was my neighbor. With a dog, and she's so cute. She's a Rottweiler. I love big dogs. She's very dense, which means when she presses into your legs, she moves you. But she's so cute and adorable and nice, and she's very, 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 very much in love with my cat, and that is not reciprocated, which is heartbreaking. But I can't really blame my cat. Like, she's really big. Her name is Moira, and she's so cute and adorable, and she likes people. Honestly, even if she didn't like me, I would still like her. I love dogs. And I don't have them because they're not very compatible with cats. At least in 50 square meters. That's just not super realistic. So I'm not doing that, and I choose to have cats because cats are, I don't know, more self-sufficient. I can leave them and they'll be happy, but doing that to a dog just doesn't feel right. Alright, everything is dissolved, I think. Now we're going to let it cool. Guess who doesn't have any round thing? All of my wooden spoons have square or rectangular handles, which is just great. I used to have good ones, but they kind of got contaminated with something wrong, and I'm not using them anymore. I don't want them in my food. Let's see what I can use. I think I'm gonna use the handle of this instead. The whisk would be good if you didn't have that. Or I could use chopsticks. We'll see. I'll see. Need everything to cool off a little bit for that. Honey, you do not want to go out. Moira is outside. Okay, see you. Alright, everything is mostly cool. Gelatin is still liquid, which is perfect. So now I have to make a little hole, inches interval. Don't really know inches, but it's probably around that. As my cat, I want to go back home, but she's a pain in the ass that can decide, so she's gonna wait. Alright, this is not the most even job I've ever done, but it should work. Now I'm gonna pour part of it. Kinda want to pour all of it. Especially since I will not enjoy to eat that cake, that Jell-o on its own. Should probably stop now. Like that. I'm going all in. Let's have fun. It's gonna be a very, very Jell-o cake. It's gonna absorb most of it. It's gonna be okay. And it's what I have to do with Jell-o. Okay. Into the fridge for a few hours until I wake up. Looks good. Okay, never mind. It's been a few hours and I'm still not in bed. I'm in my pajamas, so it's progress. But yeah, I might as well make the cream right now so I have a chance to get people awake to eat it now, which I didn't before. I may not have if I wake up at like 8 p.m. tonight. It's probably not going to be the best time for cake sharing. And whipped cream is only so stable, so I have cream. I don't know if it's the correct type of cream. I have never used that specific cream before to make whipped cream, so if it doesn't work out, I don't know what I paid for at least. It's gonna be okay, but I really won't know until I'm actually doing it. Okay, so we are actually doing this in cups this time because you Americans don't like to use normal measurements. So we're stuck with whatever the fuck it is. Like, it was either a cup or 236 millimeter, which I don't want to measure. I don't have the fine thing to measure it. It's just not gonna happen. By the way, a cup that is actually a cup for measuring is 250 milliliters. So screw you. But I'm not undoing it. It's this or nothing. This thing is so badly designed. There. It's rough. If you didn't want rough measurements, you wouldn't put it in cups. And cream of tartar, which I acquired of late. So I never did whipped cream with cream of tartar, so I don't know how much it will affect it and if it's going to be a positive effect or not. Only one way to find out. Alright. Putting protection one because I'm not insane. And I think we reached our stiff fix. Yeah. Pretty much what I'm expecting from. No, it's not. A bit more. It's not stiff yet. I should know I write quite a lot of porn. We're so close and I don't want to overbid it. Ah, it's still soft. I've never done whipped cream before. I'm a bit nervous. I don't want to turn to butter. It looks like a meringue. I'm going to call it a day. Look at that, it's perfect. And yes, that cream whips. That's great. Doesn't taste too bad. Great. It's not stable though, which is something I know. Alright, let's get that cake. It's not going to be the most aesthetically pleasing cake I'll ever make, but I think that's really beside the point. The point is having something quick and easy and beginner friendly and delicious. That's the whole point of a boat cake. Man, I'm going to have to wash so many dishes after this. But to be frank, I already had to wash so many dishes before this. So it's not really the cake's fault. It's just that I did not want to do it. So I didn't. And that's the consequences of my own actions. There. Because I can. Privilege of the baker. Don't worry, I'm not putting it back. Alright. Let's see how it tastes. Come on. There you are. It looks pretty ugly, but I don't mind. Taste is really the only important part. It unmolds like a charm, which is already pretty good. And my new pretty fork that I bought just for this. Pretty good. Cake is made. Not that enormous expectations, but yeah, it's not great. Thankfully, I'm sure the Robert Redford will be better. So this week is not complete waste. And there's something going to be better after. Alright, see you then. And I'm back for the Robert Redford, which consists of a crust and 3 layers of different kinds of cream. Which I'm doing it in this pen again. It's probably gonna be ugly as fuck again. Not one of my most beautiful creations, but at least it'll be more yummy than the Jell-o cake, which was fine. Not groundbreaking, but fine. I still haven't eaten the last piece because I don't want. I just don't like it. Okay. I think I did it fine, it's just a poor cake. There isn't any rocket science happening here. So, for the Robert Redford, I am supposed to be making the crust with all-purpose flour. Wheat flour. I do not use wheat flour because it makes me sick. So, for this one, I was thinking since it's a crust, I think it could be interesting to use oat flour, mainly because I have oat flour and I don't know how to use it, when to use it. So, I think for a crust it's kinda good. I think for pie crust it could be good too. Like, it's rich and very heavy in proteins and fats, so it's good for dense, stabilized things. So kinda want to go for it for the crust. So yeah. Crust, bake for 15 minutes, cool it, and then one layer after the other with chilling in between. It's not gonna be a very complicated process, but it's gonna be a long one. So yeah, at least I think it's gonna be very yummy. So I'm excited. And I need a place to put this. I did buy pecans for this. I went to the store and I bought pecans and I managed to find some pudding mix. I don't think at all this is the kind of pudding mix that he meant to, but we'll make it work. I think it has more gelatin than pudding has. I think pudding in the US only has like starch to thicken it, and here pudding has gelatin to make it set. So we'll have to adapt. At least it means to probably stick together a little better. Internet, I learned that oat flour I will need less. 3/4 of a cup for 1 cup. So since it's asking for 1.5 cup, I will only I'll use a little more than a cup. 3/4. 6/3, 9 divisé par 4. 2.5, 1.25 cup instead of 1.5. It doesn't make a lot of sense. A little more than a cup. I'm going to go with 1 more than a cup. Yesterday was shitty, so I made chicken soup and that's all. But today, I did the dishes. I'm progressing. Pecans are so expensive and they go so fast. So many recipes so far use pecans. I'm like, man, can't you just use walnuts? Walnuts are cheap. I get it. I like pecans and I don't like walnuts all that much, but pecans are expensive, man. Probably not as finely chopped as it could be, but I like having chunks of pecans, so I'm good with that. Already smells pretty good. I think it's the butter. Butter smells so good. I'm French. That helps. I hope I didn't mess up by using oat flour. Because if I did, that means the whole dish that I spent several hours making will be ruined. Just because of one ingredient. But really it was that or chickpea flour, and just chickpea flour doesn't taste and I don't like it. It's the best flour replacement because of the right amount of proteins and fat in it, but I just don't like the taste. For like a cake that has a taste with it, like chocolate cake, it's fine. But for something that is supposed to taste on its own, I don't want to. Does not hold together a lot, huh? I mean, it's supposed to be wet sand, so it's fine. It's not great. I don't know if that's gonna just stick together, but I need to press it. Oh, it's not gonna stick together, I can tell that. But then again, it's gonna be layers of cream on top, so they're not gonna stick together all that well either. So I just guess it's not going to be a very hold together dessert. And it's fine. It should be yummy anyway. It's in moments like that when I realize that maybe I should have chopped the pecans a little finer, but it's not gonna happen anymore. Alright, let's bake this baby up and see you for next layer. Alright, it's baked, it's cooled. It's not holding together, like, not really. Which, you know, it's not great. It's fine, it's not great. It's not even my fault because I use less flour than I was supposed to, and it's denser, so it's supposed to stick together more. And it's not. It's not my fault. Okay. Ooh, I'm running out of cream. It's not exactly the right time to do that. Okay, half a cup of cream. I can do, because I still have a layer to make with it. I did not buy any more cream because I didn't want to. I have a little. I'm supposed to have a cup. I don't have a cup. After that, we'll have to adapt. Cream cheese, powdered sugar. I'm so close to our 190, but no. Got it. And now I need 226 grams, because of course, of cream cheese. I mean, I know it's standard packages for you, but it's really not for me. So your 226 grams, I hate you. Americans, your experience is not universal. It looks so pretty, but yeah, it kind of feels like doing buttercream but wrong. Like it's meringue with butter incorporated in it, but instead it's like cream. with cream cheese incorporated in it. But yeah, it's silky, small, smooth and light. It's really nice. And we have stick pigs, stiff pigs, soft pigs. It's fine. Everything is not going to hold together much anyway. The nice part about it is I'm going to have to redo the dishes, which is so great. Boy, do I love doing the dishes. But it's my only mixer that has a whisk attached to it. The other has one, but I kind of broke it. So, yeah. Okay, so this is literally coming apart at the seams. It's coming off with the cream. It's not great. I think taste-wise it's gonna be good, which it's the most important, really. Yeah, it's probably not gonna do very great. I'm okay with that. Alright, see you later. Alright, so I should probably have waited more between those layers, but first I have very limited faith in cream cheese, cream and sugar setting in any way and form. And second, I don't have a lot of hours left awake today, so let's do the pudding layer. So I have in each box 3 little baggies of 100 grams, I think, that they both require half a liter of milk, which is not what they say on the book, but we'll adapt because I am very adaptable. I think it's 100 grams. Why is there no... Oh no, 3 baggies of 60 grams. So I'm going to take 1 of vanilla, 1 of chocolate, and pray. So, also, it has sugar, starch, cocoa, and aroma. Oh, there isn't any gelatin, which is great. Okay, I'm supposed to boil it. I'm supposed to mix it with milk, boil it, and let it set. I'm going to have to adapt. Yeah, but it's like, it's starch. Maybe you won't pick it up if I don't boil it. I think the best way to know is actually to mix it and see how it turns out. See if it like thickens within 5 minutes or not. I'm going to put 470 milliliters because that's what is in the book, and I don't want to have like thick layer, so we'll adapt. But I'm using whole milk because I can. Honestly, there isn't really there isn't a lot of it, so yeah, I'm going to add it. So I'm like 550 milliliters, so a little bit more than 2 cups. And we'll see how the pudding mixes. It's like, I wish I could just use normal just use the recipe the way it's supposed to be used. But I have to adapt everything because, you know, I'm not American and I can't eat wheat. So, chili start for every recipe. I don't think that book is going to be very helpful to me on this. But alas, we'll have to adapt. Yeah, I think I'm going to boil it once everything's incorporated, because yeah, it's not going to thicken up again, not on its own. I don't know what is in your pudding mixes, but this is so not thickening up on its own. The good thing is that it will leave a bit more time for the other one to set a little. And I have another bowl to clean for nothing. Boy, do I love that. I don't like that. I wish things was simple. That's true for like every part of my life, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm going to boil it. I'm going to pull it back here. Cool off. As soon as it's thicken up. Yeah, it was not setting in any way. If I put that on the thing that is already falling apart, that was not going to work. I'm tired. I have my period and it's not nice. I was like comatose yesterday. I did have to go out while on not enough sleep. Because like the day before I slept like 6 hours, which isn't enough, nearly enough for me. And then last night I wanted to catch up on that, and I almost did, but then I had to go out to buy stuff for this cake. If it can be called a cake, is it a cake? Iceberg cake. Sure. Doesn't even talk about chilling in between the layers. It's not my best recipe on my book, of this book. It's not my favorite. Like, this is a recipe that should require every instruction about cooling off between the layers and how long to chill and stuff like that. It's supposed to be a fridge iceberg cake, so it's supposed to be in the fridge. Why not tell how much time? I think it's boiling. This is happening. It's thickening, but very uglily. Maybe it's because I was supposed to keep stirring and I didn't. It would have been out. It's fine. I think it's boiling. I think I can remove it from the heat. Yay! And beat it a little smooth. I'm so glad I didn't wait, because by the time this is cold, I would have wanted to go to bed. Once everything is cold, I'll do the whipped cream on top, and call it a day. And leaving to chill overnight when I go to sleep. Well, all the day. It's almost 8 a.m. Half of me wants to go take a spatula to smooth it out. Half of me is like, is it really worth it to have something more to clean? No. For the very little I could take out of it, no, it's not. Alright, see you in a sec. Alright, pudding is done. It's a little lumpy, but that's because, you know, it's supposed to be set in a mold and all. And it wasn't, and yeah. I'm okay with that. So So let's do the cream. I'm supposed to have a whole cup of milk. I don't have a cup here. I'm telling you right now, I don't have a cup. It is ridiculous. I don't think I have a tablespoon. A teaspoon, I mean. But what I have is it is cream. It's just not really the same. And you don't keep this one in fridge, so I'm really hoping it's gonna work. But there's really only one way to know, is to try to whip it. Man, it's liquid. I am pretty sure it's turning into butter. I really hope it won't, but... Okay, I'm going to give it another shot. I don't need it to be... But first, the pudding, which is still on this side of warm. But the dish is very chilled, it should be fine. I think in the pudding mix in the US, it's like baked starch. So it's already cooked, that's why, you know, you don't have the taste, and you already just have to soak it. It's insane. Like, you're not even expected to actually cook the damn thing. Like, it took me 5 minutes. But no, that's too much work for Americans. They must have instant pudding that they just have to let soak for 5 minutes. This is wild. And that means that stabilized whipped cream made with pudding mix that requires, you know, already cooked starch is not available in my country. That's okay, because it's weird. Y'all are weird. And yes, that comes from country that doesn't pronunciate half of the letters. And I'm very proud of that, because at least, you know, my country expects me to actually do the work when I want a dessert. Like, you're gonna have to actually at least boil the damn thing, you know? Show that you want it. Show that you care. What's the point if not? It's ugly, at least I'm glad I did not even attempt to do design. The layers I kind of wanting to mix together. It's okay, because I'm more stubborn than them. Stay big. I think if I did it in a small pan, maybe the layers would have been thicker and I would not have struggled as much. Maybe it would have been worse. I don't know. Alright, you're gonna fridge now. To rest overnight, overday. And I get to enjoy the spoils of victory. Keep covered and refrigerated. I'm not covering it. I'll do it. It's the next morning, and you know that because my hair is wild. I've got my set rubber Redford and some cocoa. And I'm going to use a tea strainer, not tea strainer, tea bowl, to spread some cocoa on it, because I just don't want to use the biggest thing and make a mess. It's not really pretty. But again, it's a cake that I made in an ugly shit pan, so there's only so much you can do to make it pretty, you know? Maybe it was the time to make a design, like a stencil, but no. Didn't want to do that. It's gonna taste the same anyway. I'm definitely using a spoon for this one, because there's no way these things all together. Like, no way. The pudding is doing an admirable effort to actually stick together, which I admire. So did the crust. I'm pleasantly surprised. Alright. Let's have a taste. Does look pretty yummy. It's good. This is so good. So much better than the pork cake. Mine is good. Yeah, I'm not giving that to any of my neighbors. This is all mine. And I'm not sharing. Yeah, I'm sharing one slice to my neighbor there. She pays for stuff. She's nice. Yum. Success! Awesome. Okay. This time see you next week, and this time it's actually Valentine's Day stuff. Alright, bye.